guys! Welcome! In this video, we'll explore the Ragnarok Mobile wedding system. We'll find out which quest to take and what steps we need to do in order to get married. We'll also check out the new wedding shop which sells new items such as the Sakura wedding dress and graceful Sakura hair dye. I'll also bring you along with me to the wedding ceremony proper. Finally, we'll check out other new features such as the honeymoon room, the new skills available for the newlyweds, and the divorce system. Alright, without further ado, let's find out how we can tie the knot. Alright, first step, let's head on to the new map, Amatsu. Amatsu can be accessed from Captain Karo in Islud. Once there, you must finish the quest from Hanako located in the leftmost area of the map. Begin the quest by talking to Hanako. The next steps are pretty straightforward. Once you get to the lovesick city Garba, choose the second option, save her. Then the first option, politely refuse. Then you are free to choose any answer for the final question. Continue along with the quest and make sure to answer yes to the questions of warm. Then just choose any color, continue on with the quest, and voila, you have now unlocked the engagement feature. The next step is to reserve the wedding date. In order to reserve a wedding date, you and your in-game fiancé should proceed to the new NPC Miss Happiness near Pantera Cathedral while holding hands. You may choose a date within the next 14 days from 9 o'clock up to midnight. A wedding reservation fee of 2 million zeni shall be paid. Note that every Wednesdays from 1300 to 1700 will not be available for reservations. If you haven't finished the quest from Hanako, you won't be able to reserve a date. Instead, you can only view the wedding reservation calendars. Also note that currently only heterosexual couples can get married. If you wish to change genders, you may do so through the Pretty Magician NPC in Pantera near the fantasy generators. Just remember though that you can only change genders once. Alright, after reserving a date, you'll receive a wedding process manual which will contain the ceremony details. We'll have a parade, the entry of guests inside the church, the sacred ritual, the roller coaster ride, and the honeymoon. I'll show all of these later on once we get to the wedding ceremony proper. You'll also use the manual to invite wedding guests. All your guests would need an invite first before you can enter the church on your wedding day. Going back to the manual, by clicking ceremony, we can choose to add on to the default ceremony. Of course, you don't need to spend any BCC to get married. The default wedding would be enough and would give us a wedding shout out in the channel world chat. However, if you'd like to add on to the ceremony, the Cyprian wedding would give a deluxe wedding flower and a wedding parade around the city. While the Saint Sophia wedding would have the same perks but with an additional exclusive wedding sky and wedding background music. Next, under the album option, we can personalize the photo in the marriage certificate. Then, under the ring option, we can choose any of the following. By default, you would already have the star ring when you reserve the wedding. All the other rings have various designs and BCC costs, but the stats remain the same. And lastly, by clicking decorate, we can access the wedding store. Alternatively, even without the wedding manual, you can check the shop by talking to the Miss Happiness NPC in Pantera. In here, we have two ring options. The BCC option would have added effects to your proposal. Just note that the proposal is not required to book a wedding ceremony. It's just one of the fun bonus features of the marriage system. Going back to the shop, we have two sets of wedding attires. The first one is the costume wedding dress and suit worth 328 BCC. The next is a Sakura wedding dress and suit worth 648 BCC. Here is what the Sakura wedding dress and costume wedding dress looks like on. Note that the wedding dress is not a requirement to get married and you cannot use any skills while wearing the dress. Next, we have the Happy Rose dagger item which you can equip as your wedding bouquet. However, you have to pose first before you can actually see the bouquet. You also can't throw it like in a traditional wedding, so it's really just cosmetic. Next, we have the Sakura wedding blueprint. Here is what it looks like on. Then we have the graceful Sakura hair dye. Finally, no need to wish for the colorful dye from divination. We can now change to the pink hair color by purchasing this dye and changing colors from the barbershop. Next, the Sachet Sakura Season and Happy Rose are consumable items which add effects when we use them. The Sachet Sakura Season gives subtle flower effects, while the Happy Rose gives us a floor of flowers. Alright, now that we've prepared for the wedding, it's time to tie the knot. The couple may enter the church through the Miss Happiness NPC. All wedding guests should enter the ceremony through Miss Happiness as well. Once inside, talk to the Archbishop while holding hands to start a sacred ritual. Of course, don't forget to say I do. After this, you will then unlock new wedding skills which we'll demonstrate later on. Afterwards, head on outside to the marriage vehicle manager for your honeymoon wagon, which is a tour around Frontera. Then you may also try out the Honeymoon roller coaster, which is a scenic ride around nighttime Amatsu. After getting married, we can accept the return the favor request from Hanako and Amatsu. This will unlock the exclusive honeymoon room for the couple. To access the room, talk to Yuko, the room manager, which is just near Hanako. Here is a tour of the honeymoon room. We have our own little garden, a quaint Japanese house, and a charming hot spring. This would be your own private place if you want to hang out with your in-game spouse. Now let's check out the 3 new skills we'll get after getting married. First, Miss Yu will allow us to teleport our spouse to our current position. Second, Welcome Home will allow us to teleport to Amatsu for free. And third, Protect You will increase each other's base and job EXP by 1%. You have to be in a party with your spouse to activate this effect. However, you don't have to be in the same map. Alright, in the unfortunate events that things don't work out, the couple may apply for divorce from Miss Happiness in Frontera. The couple should be in a party together in order to divorce peacefully. Another way for an individual to divorce is to finish the quest from Lucy in Amatsu. This will be a forced divorce as the player won't need to be with his or her spouse to divorce. Alright, so far we've gone through all the steps we need to take in order to get married. I also brought you guys with me throughout the entire wedding ceremony. We also took a look at the new items and new features such as the honeymoon room, new skills, and the divorce system. Today's shout out goes to Timothy Taal. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, before I end this video, our guild SugarBae is actively recruiting creators, assassin crosses, and paladins. If you are from the Southeast Asia server and would like to join our family, I'll have the application link down below. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love for you to consider subscribing by hitting the red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.